to the channel, guys. I'm Kevin, this is Rachel.
Hey guys.
It is 19 degrees here in Northeast Oklahoma. I'm sure you've seen all the other YouTubers in this area, and it ain't just Oklahoma, it's like I don't even know how many states. And for those of you up north, I know you're laughing at us, but this is something that is very, very rare in our neck of the woods.
We are not, well, we're prepared, but
yeah, we are prepared. Let's just say the animals are not used to this. And
we're not acclimated to it.
No, but it is what it is. We'll adapt and we'll conquer. As you can see, we got propane tanks in the back of the truck. That's just extra on top of extra, and I'm not even going to get into that. What we're going to talk about today is animal care. We're going to check everybody's waters, make sure everybody's water heaters is working. We're going to put some fresh straw down to make sure they got a nice dry bedding. What do you got to say? Huh?
He's prepared.
Mojo absolutely loves this. And hey, you want to talk a little bit about that with animals and people always saying, hey, bring your dogs in on all this?
He is dressed for an Arctic blast like we're fixing to experience this weekend. So you got to know your dog breeds. So number one, he loves this kind of weather. This is like his playground. He loves it. We have him a nice warm bed, and we'll catch him out here just sleeping on this ice or on the concrete that's frozen, and he's out here playing.
At the coldest part of the day or night, actually, he's always sleeping in the barn with the goats.
Yeah, he has been going over there with the goats.
Sleeping in the straw.
But, I mean, these dogs can handle extreme temperatures, these Great Pyrenees.
Right.
And there's several other breeds, I won't get into all that, but these dogs are different from, of course, you're not going to let your little house dog like Skeeter, we wouldn't let him out here for very long. He is not built for this kind of weather. No. So
you can see this thick fur. He's actually got an undercoat, and then he's got this long hair on top of that. He is made for this.
Yeah.
But like she said, there are breeds that aren't really made for this, and Daisy, she doesn't have the type of fur that Mojo does and the hair. She is built a little different, but she has this barn to get into, and we'll get into that in a little bit. And she's got tons of hay and all that to sleep in. But you know, having a barn like this is just as good as having a dog house. But that is her job, to stay with the goats, so that's what she's gonna do. So I'm gonna grab some feed. I'm gonna go ahead and feed these goats. We're gonna check on the baby goats, make sure they got feed and their little creep feeder. Put this straw out. My hands are just freezing from sitting here. Like I said, it's 19 degrees. I don't know what the wind chill is, but it's crazy. For those of you up north that do the homesteading and farming, props to you, because this is just a one-time thing, kind of. This hasn't happened in Oklahoma in I don't even know how many years. I don't think it's ever been below freezing this long in my lifetime.
It may have been.
I don't think so.
That time when
anyways, it don't matter. You guys have to do it all winter long in temperatures like this. We're just having to deal with it for maybe 10 to 14 days.
Which is enough.
I don't know how they do it, but
I'm ready to move to Florida.
So I'm gonna grab some feed, and then we'll head into the barn, check everything out, make sure their water and all that's good. You stay here, boy. Oh, you're waiting.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my gosh. No! Now, little goat, get back in there.
Are you okay? Hurry up. Mojo's trying to help you.
Help, Mojo. I busted my rear. Well, Kevin, I mean, I was gonna take a real good thumbnail, but I think that'll get it right there. Daisy, get back in there. I gotta get this goat. Now, dadgum, that goes to show it is slick out here. Come here. Now, come on now. Kevin, you're gonna have to open the barn. Yeah. Help me, Mojo. Oh, that was not a good idea. Get back in there. Shh, shh. Oh gosh, I about fell again.
Here, I'm gonna do a straw.
Oh.
You okay?
Yes.
Daisy, you better eat, girls.
Now, that was the first fall of this little Arctic blast. That was not fun. Boy, it feels good in this barn. Now, guys, you're supposed to be on the other side. What's the deal? Huh?
Goats, if you go on the other side of the feed bunk.
That's what I just said.
Alright, try not to let any more out.
Okay.
Okay, so with all the waste from the round bale, you can see they got a nice pile of hay that's well off the ground that they all lay on. It's all dry, it keeps them warm, so we're not going to worry about the adults. But the creep feeder that you guys have seen in the prior videos and I've kind of talked about, the little goats get in here to eat, and they also have a heat lamp in here. So this whole bale of straw is going in for the little goats.
And one thing you want to do is make sure that your heat lamp is secure to something that is sound, right, Kevin?
Yes. You don't need no fires.
No.
It happens all the time.
Every year you hear of people's animals getting burned up, and we always leave access to the outside. See, we've got that door open over there. So
if the barn did catch on fire,
you never, ever, ever, ever want to lock your animals inside a barn, ever. That's super dangerous.
Well, sometimes you have to, like if you got a mama goat or something.
Well, you don't want to lock up the whole barn is what I'm saying.
No, not the whole herd.
So, and you want to make sure it's not too close to the bedding.
If you can use wire or screws or something to kind of secure it. Because goats, you guys know how goats are playful. And they're really curious and they get bored.
And nosy.
Even the little goats will start playing around on it and they can knock that bulb down. If that bulb hits that straw, it can be pretty bad.
Daisy would like some in her corner, please. Wouldn't you? Where's a good girl? Yes, there is. Where's a good girl? Hold on. I've got to secure.
Here, I'll get it.
I got to, well, she's leaning on this gate here. And I can't get it locked back. All right. I'll get a flake. Daisy, where you want your bedding? Huh?
It has to be behind the feed bunk.
All right. Come on. She's excited. Oh my goodness. I'm not near as good with one hand as Kevin is trying to film and do things with the other hand. That's a skill. Daisy, where are you going to put your bed? Huh? Here, I'll put it right here. Let's see. I'll put it down here. I'll put it in this corner. Right there. I'll probably add some more to it though. That's one thing that you want to make sure is that your dogs have dry bedding and plenty of it so they can burrow down in it. That's really important so they can make their little nest. And this barn is a lot warmer.
I think I see where Daisy, let me see this. I don't know if this is where Daisy's been sleeping or, I'm pretty sure that's Daisy. She's got a little nest made.
Oh, yeah?
But you can tell, like always, the little baby goats always like sleeping underneath there. And of course, Miss Daisy.
I was just telling them it's really important to have dry bedding and enough bedding that they can make a nest in and burrow down in.
I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this is like 8 inches a hole that somebody's got in here. I'm pretty sure it's Daisy. It looks like her body size. And she gets in there, makes a little nest, and stays warm. So you can see everybody's using the creep feeder, except we're using the broke board that I haven't fixed yet.
On the to-do list, right?
Yeah, that's least important right now.
Yeah. People forget You work full-time, we both work full-time. We don't make excuses, but
Daisy's trying to give you a kiss.
You have to learn, you know, where your priorities fit. Because Kevin's been working full-time, homeschooling the kids every day, taking care of all the farm and doing the YouTube. His plate is completely overflowing.
It's never ending.
But you've been doing a great job.
Alright, so Daisy, go eat your food, girl, before the goats eat it.
She's wanting to play.
I know, she's excited. She likes the cold weather too.
Oh, here's a good girl.
She don't like it quite as much as Mojo, but it makes them act hyper.
Yeah, she seems to enjoy it, but you have to make sure she's got.
So you can see the kids are using the creep feeder.
And the broke.
Yeah, but the main thing is they got their food. And this is like their little playground. They got heat, they can sleep in there, they got food.
Little dog house
they got the dog house to get under. Alright, let's go check their water and then check the other goat.
Be careful.
So she slept on these little paving stones.
I mean,
solid ice. So to what's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna say alliterate.
I don't know.
I don't know what I was saying. But to go back on our story a while ago with the temperature and everything, I left the dog dish in there, the dog thing. We've been getting a drizzle for the past 3 days. Look at this, guys. I don't know if you can see this, but we got like a 1/4 inch of ice. My truck is solid ice. But the Tacoma has been doing awesome. This is all ice. Just a slow drizzle we've been getting for like 3 days. So everything's covered in ice. And now it's starting to snow. And they're saying this weekend we might actually get a good amount of snow. So check their water heater, make sure it's working good. They're good on water. You want to make sure you keep their water full, because even though they have water right now and we have electric right now, if something was to happen and the electric went out and the water department's generators didn't work or anything, we wouldn't have water because we're on rural water, we're not on well water. So we'd be having to make trips down to the creek, which just would be extra hard on us with the road conditions and the weather conditions. We'd have to go down to the creek, which is just right down the road, but still it's an extra task that we'd have to do. So at least keep enough water, because even the ponds are like 2 inches froze over, so we'd have to bust those. We don't want to do that. So anyways,
you need to tell them like the most important, you know, there are several things you need to do preparing for something like this, and I'm sure all you northerners could really give us some tips because you guys live in this. I feel for you. But number one, you want water. You know, you have to unbreak the water.
Well, you can have water, but if you don't have a way to heat it and keep it liquefied, ice does no good.
That's what I'm saying. You got to make sure that they have fresh water to drink, because they drink just as much now as they do in the summer.
They drink more because they're lactating, feeding
number two,
kids.
Dry bedding. Enough dry bedding that they can burrow down in. Not just sprinkle it across the ground. You got to have enough that they can make their little burrows in, especially your dogs. Know your dog breeds. If you don't have a dog breed like Mojo, you probably need to take some extra precautions. Make sure your heat lamps are secured to something that cannot be knocked over.
Well, not everybody's going to use heat lamps,
but if you choose to.
So another thing that we haven't mentioned yet, a lot of people don't have barns and, you know, nice barns or big shelters. If you can provide any type of wind block and something for them to get out of their freezing rain and snow, that is a huge bonus. If you just set up a piece of plywood against a fence or something. I know some people does not have things for their animals to get behind, and some people, you know, turn their goat herds loose and just let them live in the trees and stuff. But if you have something that you can just lay up to break this wind, like I said, the wind chill, I think it's below 0. I don't know what it is.
It's going to be below 0 this weekend is what they're calling.
So it's very important. But anyways, we're running out of light, so let's go get the other ones done.
Well, I didn't go over my whole list.
Well, finish.
Well, I don't remember where I don't remember where I stopped.
I think you're getting frostbite on your nose.
I don't know, but my lips are cold. So, yeah. Oh, and feed them extra, because they need extra food
for energy.
Yeah, and to keep their body heat going. I don't know all the scientific stuff of it, but feed them extra, you know. What else? Did I miss anything?
I don't know. We're not done yet, so you can think of it.
Like, we could do the top 5 things.
We don't have time. we gotta go feed. We gotta get this feeder filled up.
You never let me get on camera and
talk.
Here,
I gotta go get the feed filled up. All right, we're over here. Everybody is starving. The little kids don't mind the ice at all. They're out here with the adults.
Whoops. Trying to miss
here, you want to hold this?
Yeah.
They're gonna stampede me.
Here. As long as I don't fall again.
Oh. Here, walk with me. I gotta get these chickens some. You shouldn't fall out here. You got tracks and all these goats all over the ground. And I gotta save some for the turkey. Alright. Mojo's fed. The goats are fed. Chickens, I just throw it on the ground.
Turkeys are ready to eat.
Turkeys got their food. I'm gonna have to get them some water because their water freezes. We don't actually have a heater out here. This water heater's working, that's good. Okay, so one thing you gotta watch out for is sometimes the ice builds up on all this, and then this plunger valve don't work, but just kind of knock it off. And if it gets too covered, one little tip you can do, and I might make a video over all this, is you can get one of those little propane torches to carry around and just hold on here for a minute, and usually that'll melt everything and free it all up. Go, turkey. We still got feet on the ground from yesterday. We'll go give them some fresh water.
Is that butterscotch? What are you girls doing? What are you girls doing?
Buttercup.
I need to get a pretty collar for Buttercup.
Why? So a hawk could pick her off easier?
Well, something.
Alright, so now we gotta get the straw. Is that light on? I can't tell.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
I went in
We're
there.
gonna get the straw and put some over here. We're gonna put some in the barn and some more out here. And they should be good to go, because there's several of these does out here that are pregnant and they can have babies at any time. So they need to be able to get somewhere where they can have these babies on dry bedding or straw out of the wind, because if they had these babies right now on this ground covered in ice, being 19 degrees in the daytime, at night it's getting way too cold. These babies would probably freeze to the ground instantly. So hopefully the mamas are smart enough to know not to have them out here, because with this wind chill and everything, it's not a good time to be having baby kids.
But it never fails when the weather gets like this. Yeah, they always have babies. And that's our wild plum tree that got hit by lightning last year, blew over. It's got lots of ice on it. How'd the Tacoma do in the snow or in the ice today?
Great. These tires ain't really ice tires, but it did great. One good thing is if I go in the ditch, I have a bumper kind of for protection. We have the winch now, so we should be able to self-recover.
How come you didn't let me drive this to work?
In case I needed to rescue you.
Yeah. I've been having to go to work every day. That's all right. I made it just fine. Eat your food, Mo. Now one thing,
you like this weather, don't you? You want to play?
We've been feeding the dogs some scrambled eggs every day and some little treats here and there in between their food too.
Warm food.
Yeah. Here, I'll get this one if you can carry the camera.
I'll get it. I could probably carry more if I took my shirt off.
Oh, you probably could. I mean, you are the stud around here. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hear the ice crunching?
Oh, the light's not on in here.
Oh.
Somebody's unplugged it. Somewhere. Let's see. The goats get in here and they play jungle gym. I don't know what that is. Is that to us? The wrong light.
Huh. There's a
see.
plug. Sorry guys, it's super dark in here. The light was supposed to be on.
No.
And it's not
This one.
working. And this is why it's important to check every single day.
Door number 3.
And multiple times a day if you can. Hello, ladies.
How much battery you got left?
I don't know. There's some eggs.
Yeah, they've been sitting on them, so.
Okay, so leave them.
Yep.
All right. Let me check the battery. 40%.
Okay, we're good.
All right. You want me to set it up? And
So guys, we're making this video to show you if you don't currently own livestock or goats and you live in the colder climate, this is kind of what you can expect to do every day. This isn't normal everyday farming. Not for people in Oklahoma.
This is reality.
It is what it is. We have the responsibility. We chose to have these goats. It's kind of like getting married. No matter what, you got to take care of them, right? They can't take care of themselves.
We're here to make it as comfortable as we can and a happy life as much as we can for them. All right, I'm gonna set this up and I'll help you. But I'm not very good at this, so.
Butterscotch just told me she laid an egg in here.
She did?
Yep, 1 egg. Oh, right here. Thank you, Butterscotch.
We're at like 36% on the back tray.
I'm gonna tip this barrel over. Put some straw in there so the babies can get in there.
Good idea. I knew you were smart.
Sometimes.
What's this? Wire? You need this wire?
I just set it there. From the straw.
Oh, no, let's stick it up here. My nose is running. Feels pretty good in here though. It's not bad.
Out of the wind, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. That's good. They can have enough to burn.
Now they got choices. All right, what do you think?
Let's I mean, let's keep going.
So, like we said, guys, let's get out here, out of the dark. We are usually very prepared for cold weather. And,
as prepared as Oklahomans can be.
Right, well, that's what I'm gonna say is, the temperature and the weather we're dealing with right now is just the beginning. They're calling for single digits and wind chills down into below freezing or whatever. And
Travis Myers said.
one or 2 days, that's not a big deal, but when it's like 10 to 14 days straight of these sub-freezing, sub-zero temperatures, animals have a hard time dealing with it. And the bottom line is, people have animals and they choose to have these animals, but if you do not have the means to get them out of the extreme temperatures, they might survive, but they can get pneumonia, they can get frostbite, they can lose limbs, feet, chickens, turkeys, whatever, walking around on this stuff if they don't have places to get out of the extreme temperatures and weather. It's not good. They might survive. They are animals. And I know people say, oh, they're dogs, goats, cows, whatever. They're tough. God made them that way. That's true, they are. But you can be dealing with a lot of problems after the fact. Once the sun comes back out and these animals get pneumonia, whatever, you don't want to have to deal with that. Just more vet bills or
Here
deaths.
Goes the great white.
Well, you know, Falcor. He loves this weather.
You didn't eat your food, buddy.
He will.
The chickens are gonna get it.
Chickens are trying to get it, but he'll eat it. So anyways, guys, we that's pretty much, we got everything taken care of pretty quick. So
your beard's frozen.
My beard's
and I
frozen.
just got mojo hair in you.
Gross.
On your beard.
Oh, don't get your hair in my mouth.
That was my fault, sorry.
I'll pay you back here in a minute.
My face is froze.
Yeah, so did you hear that? Thought I heard baby chicks.
I just did.
It's birds, I think. I hope there ain't no baby chicks. There shouldn't be none.
I swear I just heard a baby chick.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up this video, get back into the house where the wood stove is, and warm up and then have some dinner or something, because it's miserable. And like I said, we got goats due to have babies anytime. I don't even know.
What the heck? My
beard's freezing.
No, that snowflake that was on your beard was like
magical,
crazy beautiful.
Thank you.
You're like a
magical unicorn.
I don't know.
Anyways, guys, what was I saying?
Our brains are froze.
What was I saying? Yeah, I got frostbite on my brain. Yeah, we just wanted to bring you along to show you part of the goat farm. Right now we don't have hogs, so we're gonna call it goats. We didn't have to take care of no pigs, and we planned that accordingly, because you don't want to have to raise pigs in this kind of stuff, especially breeder pigs.
Unless you got a really good setup.
We're not gonna get into that. We got Mojo, Daisy all set up, all the goats, chickens, water's got heaters, everything is good to go. They all got the big round bells. Let me show you though. I took a picture of this yesterday and put it on Instagram. This looks like, it looks like some kind of like noodles. Look at that. It's just hay, but with like a 1/4 inch of ice on it. I thought that was pretty cool looking. What do you think? All right, wrap up this video.
What? You want me to wrap it up? My
Well, we can stand out here. I don't care.
My lips are frozen.
Okay.
Okay, so like this video, subscribe to our channel, please.
He wants to shake.
If you like what you see, and ring the bell for notifications.
And check us out on Facebook and Instagram if you have not checked us out there. A lot of people don't know. We got Facebook and Instagram. I know most of you hate it. Most of those people hate YouTube, so just got to share it. So anyways, subscribe, do everything she said, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Driveway. It's kind of like ice skating rink.